guys, this is what happened, but you weren't here so you missed it. It's Chinese New Year. Well, it's not anymore, but it is today.
Celebrating for days.
Yeah, we have been celebrating for days. Yeah, so I'm making my husband some Annie Chun's udon soup bowl because he's homesick today. He's got a bad cold, so what better way to celebrate Chinese New Year than with a bowl of Chinese soup? And I'm just thinking, oh my god, I don't think this is Chinese. It's Japanese. Oh no. Well, it does say it's Asian, so is that close enough? Hi, Homer. Hey guys, I just want to wish everybody a happy Chinese New Year. It's one of my favorite holidays. Is it, Chris? It might be, but I just want to show you guys over here. I'm so excited. I got this from my mom's house last night. It's a KitchenAid. It is super old. I feel honored to have this in my house now because this was my uncle's, and then my dad cooked with this, and now I'm going to be cooking with this. I don't know how old it is, but I'll let you guys know when I figure it out. Of course, I gotta clean it up a little bit because it's old, but it's like, I feel like I'm using a piece of history. So I can imagine all the things my dad has used to bake. He has used that to bake with for, I don't know. Oh, my brain is fried. Hey Sean, what's going on? Giving Homer a stroke? How's your Chinese New Year celebration going? Did you celebrate Chinese New Year in school today?
Yes.
Yes? Hey Sean, what was lunch today?
Meat sauce.
Meat sauce? Is that what you had? It's not very Chinese, is it? I thought they would have had something for you to do. But anyway, we're going to be celebrating Chinese New Year today, even though we're not Chinese. And what we're cooking is probably not traditional Chinese, but it's done in honor of everyone who's celebrating Chinese New Year. So while it may not be to the specs of super Chinese, it's in honor. So I think it's cooler, I think, because we're honoring you. It's like you are having your new year and we want to acknowledge that. So I'm going to be making my fried rice. And I don't, Sean is yakking away over here and I can't think. Much like what happened in my video last night when I said it was the San Diego 49ers. When I think of how ridiculous that was. And of course, some people were like, oh my god, you're such a dumb blonde. My 3-year-old sister's smarter than you when it comes to football. If you know about the history of me and football, you wouldn't say that. Because I've been force-fed football ever since I was practically a fetus. Because my brother has played football ever since he could probably walk. He might have even been crawling on the football field, so I know a lot about football. But that doesn't bother me. I just find it so funny though that people are like, oh my god, you're the ultimate dumb blonde. Isn't that funny, Mark?
Yeah.
Poor Mark is so sick today. Oh honey, feel better. He gave the wave. You know what I told Maddie before when I was Skyping? Hey, thanks for calling. She almost threw up. She was laughing. So, yeah. I'm just rambling now. Let's get to the cooking. Alright guys, so I got my garlic and onion in the pan. That's 1 onion and a lot of chopped up garlic from the jar. I'm going to be adding some shredded carrots, some peas. These are raw, so I'm going to put them in a little bit early. Usually if I add frozen peas, I add them later because they're already kind of semi-cooked, but these are definitely raw. Some mushroom. I wish I had some scallion, but it was too cold and rainy to go out to the store, so I didn't bother. But once you know the formula of, you know, what to put in, you can pretty much substitute any vegetable. So put in the ones that you like. You know, maybe if you don't like mushroom, put in, I don't know, broccoli if you like, or if you like more carrots, or if you don't like I usually put in celery, but I'm not putting it in today because my husband absolutely hates celery. Usually I'd put it in the food processor though and try and fool him and make it really small and cook it well. But I'm not doing that today because I'm too tired. And it's Chinese New Year! And we're both dragons, I just found out this weekend. And this just happens to be the year of the dragon. So he just told me that there's going to be a big baby boom in, supposedly in China, which is kind of cool because it's like, yeah, go dragons, that's us. That's us, those dragons. Right, honey?
Yeah.
Don't you feel proud to be a dragon? Because that's probably like the best one to be. I think so. Okay, so the vegetables are cooking pretty good, and I've just added some of this vegetable seasoning. It's supposed to taste like beef. You've seen me use it before. I also have one that's like chicken, but I couldn't find it. So tonight it's going to be beef fried rice. In a few minutes I'm going to add the rice that's already pre-cooked. Then I'll be adding the tofu that's been marinating in some low-sodium soy sauce and some scrambled eggs that I made. This is like 4 scrambled eggs. It's just scrambled eggs, no seasoning. I've made it in the pan and set it aside. So I'm going to cut that up so that it's little chunks, just like you get at the Chinese takeaway. Alright, there's the finished product. I neglected to tell you guys that you should put in about 1/3 of a cup of the soy sauce when you add the rice. The secret ingredient is butter. So you put in, I've seen up to a stick of butter for this much rice, and this was a cup and a half, well not a cup and a half, like a glass and a half of rice uncooked. So I don't know how much that was cooked. It was probably like 8 or 9 cups cooked. But I put in, I use this olive oil butter spread, which I don't usually recommend cooking with, especially at high temperatures, because it's really essentially olive oil mixed with water. So the water comes out and it doesn't do great things, but I used it today because that's what was handy. All the rest of my butter was in the freezer, so I went with that. But that's the finished product. We're also having the vegetable pot stickers that we had the other day. They're over here. I'm frying them today. I'm still going to be adding the Padang peanut sauce with those because the little bit of kick was nice. Usually in the fried rice, I add some hot chili oil, but I don't feel like doing that today since the dumplings are going to be a little bit spicy. So there you have it. Happy Chinese New Year with fried rice. Until next time, much love.